Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, here we go. Ready? Watch your slant, watch your slant. Watch your slant. Alert flare, flare.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I don't even know why this team showed up. 13. 59.
Garoppolo now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Great coverage there holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Lewis. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, ready. Come on, ready. Check. Watch 54. Yo.
Now Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Let's see what you got.
Here's Lewis, looking to throw on second down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing is Lewis. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw on second down, Lewis. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Lewis to throw on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
To throw is Lewis. To throw on second down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, boy.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Lewis off the play fake. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Running. Touchdown. 56. I'm trying to collect. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got room. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2 To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run with Breida. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200-plus?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take a 17-14 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lewis now, off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Lewis, operating from the gun. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun. Lewis. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
21. Mike's 54.
To throw is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Pettis. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run again with Breida. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll run with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
21. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
50 seconds to Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Lewis looking to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. Come on, boys. It's Pittsburgh. Check 56. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
To throw is Lewis. From the gun, he'll throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the screen. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I got him. Hey, one set. Check.
And the blitz does come. Got his target, Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 30. This
quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Lewis off the play fake. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Get ready. Switch.
So they go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lewis. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you.
They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. Snead's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lewis now throwing on 4th down. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
They'll come out in the pistol. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the fourth now in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Dallas, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.